I was tired of the way I was living. I had gotten to a point, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. I need to change my life.
I've been incarcerated several times. I've been locked up off and on since I was a teenager. I get here, and day one on the property is just, man, it's the freedom, the sunshine, and the peace here. I mean, that's the first thing that hits you.
When I stepped out the car, it became like a sense of peace. It's like something lifted over me that just brought a smile on my face. I just felt comfortable, like this is where I belong.
Bridge Ministry is an 18-month program. We deal with life-controlling issues. We go through a process of revealing those issues and bringing answers that they can start to being empowered over them.
With the bridge, Mr. Washington learned that it takes time for a man to change sometimes. If you've been in your old destructive lifestyle for, say for example, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, for the most part, 90 days is not gonna cut it.
What happens here is we get to watch these guys come in the door for the first time broken, sad, overwhelmed with guilt, sorrow. They've let their families down. They don't have anything. Most of the guys that come here are completely homeless. So what we try to do here is we try to give them the tools, the components that they've never received for a whole lot of reasons. For me, it's a fascinating journey that these guys are on, fascinating.
When you first come in, the first 6 months is the beginning part. It's all about learning. The last 6 months they're here is about living what they learn. And the way they live it, they become an example for others. What we're doing, we're reprogramming mind, body, and spirit. We're not retraining what to say, we're retraining what to do. And they become very successful at it.
The Bridge Ministry is very structured. It holds you accountable for your actions. It lets you know quickly that what you think you need to fix about yourself is not what you need to fix at all.
It's not about what they want me to do or how they want me to live. It's myself. It's me figuring out on my own and in my heart and my head what I want to do with my life. Am I going to keep making these stupid decisions or am I going to change?
I don't see this as a program. To me, this is life, because this is living. This is what you do every day. You interact with other people, you work, you be productive, you focus on yourself, and that's really what this place does. It removes everything for you to look at you.
The Bridge really humanizes people who are suffering because it looks at people with mercy. The founder of this amazing place received mercy, so now he leads it with mercy.
Pastor William Washington, I use one word to describe him, and that is phenomenal. He's a phenomenal human being. Pastor Washington has a servant's attitude and a heart like I've never seen. He lives to serve people. When he says he loves these guys here, he loves them.
This is a guy who has worked with over 10,000 guys and helped them change their lives. But you wouldn't know him if you bumped into him on the street. He's not looking for a badge of honor. He just wants to serve.
I believe there are people need to be in jail. But if you're going to deal with recovery or trying to change that person's mind and behavior, you got to take them out of that environment. They got to experience freedom on the outside before they can learn how to accept it on the inside. So when you're sitting in a jail cell and saying, okay, these are the things you need to do, but you can't walk no more than 15 feet to the wall to do it, and you got 30 guys in that cell block and you got about 800 square foot, 15 on each side, you can't accomplish nothing like that. Because you're saying you're speaking freedom, but everything they're doing saying you're still locked up. Mind, body, and spirit. The Bridge Ministry is 17.3 acres. We are in the heart of a state park, 200 acres around us. We have this white picket fence around a half of the facility, and the gate stays open 95% of the time. Everything is saying you're free here.
Coming from an environment where all I heard, was just loud noise and profanity and just no control in an environment where they treated you like an animal, I come to a place of peace, that there was a place here for change.
The very first day I came here, they put me down. I went down to the garden. They was all working in the garden. Something I used to do with my granddad when I was a kid. So it immediately brought back just a sense of normalcy, because I had been sober now, away from addiction for 6 months, but I've been incarcerated. So to be able to come here and actually live a daily life sober and just be able to do normal day-to-day things, it was just such a relaxing, peaceful experience.
Well, when they come in, they want to talk about the addiction. They say, no, it's the drugs. I can't stop doing drugs. Finally, you will understand that it's really not about the addiction, it's really about you. And so that's what the Bridge do. We'll focus on the man, we don't focus on the addiction. And the majority of the programs they go to, they focus on the addiction.
If we can really get to the man and get to what's going on inside the man and fix those behaviors, it will never lead to addiction.
I think the world could learn a lot from the story of the Bridge. If we come together, we're going to overcome what seems to be so difficult. And addiction has seemed to be difficult. It's been this thing throughout our planet that people have been trying to understand. And the Bridge's story shows you that not only can you understand it and what's causing it, you can defeat it. And you can live a life that you don't ever have to look back.
This is not a process of recovery. This is a process of deliverance. I was not born into it. I made a decision to enter into it. The same decision I made to go in is the same decision I can make to come out. So that's what we teach. And from that, I have seen just a very high percentage of guys have not returned. They live life, and life is enough to keep them clean.